Welcome to my cooking show by me and Mom. We are making chocolate chip banana bread. The ingredients are 1 ounce of butter.
2/3 cup of softened butter.
It's
2
2
cups
cups of sugar.
granulated sugar.
4 eggs.
4 eggs.
Baking
2
soda.
teaspoons of baking soda.
Soda.
1 teaspoon
Teaspoon of
of
the
salt.
salt and
half a
half a
teaspoon
teaspoon of the powder.
of baking powder. 2/3
2/3
cup
of
water. 4 cups
of
pureed
bananas.
bananas. The riper they are, the better tasting it is. And 3 1/3 cup
of flour.
fine flour.
And last one is the regular chocolate chip.
Last one is regular chocolate chips. Usually we use a regular size, I think it's 12-ounce bag, plus another half for good chocolate flavor.
And also, I have my business manager, it's Papa.
Josh has incorporated a business manager who has helped him with a business plan for his cooking show. And he says that's his papa, John Golombiowski. So his papa has given him lots of ideas for the different recipes that we will use in cooking in his cooking show. So Josh, to start with, you need to pour your sugar in. Again, that is 2 cups of granulated white sugar. 2 cups granulated sugar. And then 2/3 cups softened butter. I usually nuke it in the microwave. Watch out. And scrape the bowl until it's all out. Nope, mix these together first. Go ahead, start mixing. Get them all that sugar mixed in with the butter. Great job. Keep mixing.
And Johnny, help, please.
It needs a little bit of help. We like to get all that sugar and butter mixed together before we add anything else. That looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So your next ingredient is your 4 eggs. I put them in a separate bowl so that the eggshells don't get mixed in case they break into the bowl. I can get them out on a separate bowl easier. Go ahead and mix those, Josh. Mix them very good. Get them all mixed in together.
And please press on my aunt. She has strep throat.
He's asking you to pray for his Aunt Kathy. She has strep throat, and so he's been praying for her, and he's asking you to pray for her too. Okay, get that butter and eggs and sugar all mixed in so there are no dry spots. And now, Josh, add your 2/3 cup of water.
Oh, not yet.
Yeah, not yet. Gotta get all your wet ingredients first. 2/3 cup of water. And it should be room temperature. Here, go ahead. Joshy's a lefty and I'm a righty, so that makes it a little bit difficult to mix together. But we want to get all that water incorporated. Can I see it a minute, bud?
Yes, Mommy. And also tomorrow, it's your appointment too.
And tomorrow I go to my doctor's appointment, my follow-up appointment on my neck. We are hoping that I will get this neck brace off so I can be cooler.
Because the weather is not good.
The weather is awful hot for a neck brace. But so we have all that mixed together. And our next ingredient is what, Josh?
Pureed bananas.
Our 4 cups of pureed bananas. And like I said, the darker your bananas are, the more flavor you are going to have in your banana bread. Can you hold that for me, Josh, while I scrape it out?
I have muscles.
He has muscles, and I'm not supposed to be lifting. Well, I imagine I can by now, but I haven't gotten the go-ahead from the doctor yet, so I'm trying to take it easy with my lifting.
And I can't drive either.
And I can't drive either. So go ahead and mix those all together, Josh, while I finish getting the last bit of bananas.
Okay, Mother. Oh, please watch my dad on Facebook Live tomorrow at 10.
He's telling you to watch his dad on Facebook Live when he does his Bible studies. He usually does them on Wednesday mornings at 10 a.m. However, tomorrow morning he won't be doing it, so we did it this morning already. So you can look it up on my page if you would like to listen to it.
CMC 10.
No. That's not Facebook. That's my email. You don't give my email out to people.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay, Josh, the next ingredients you need to add are the 2 tablespoons of baking soda. Spread it around the whole bowl. Don't dump it all in one spot. There you go. Can you stir that in real good?
Yes.
How about I...
No, I'll do it.
Okay, go ahead. And this is 1 teaspoon of salt. Stir it up real good. It's really a pretty simple recipe.
It's easy peasy.
He says it's easy peasy. And our final ingredient before we do the flour is the 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Make sure not to get the baking soda and the baking powder mixed up. Stir those all together, Josh.
I am, Mom. Mom, Pim will be open on August 1st.
He's saying that his PINMAR program is supposed to open on August 1st. However, Josh won't be returning just yet because he is a high risk with the COVID-19. He has some risk about us having him go back to a public setting.
I hope too.
So we're going to keep him home for a little while longer. So he'll have opportunities to do more cooking shows.
I can go back to next spring. Next spring, right?
We hope. We're hoping that you'll get there maybe even before then, but we'll see.
I miss my coworkers.
You can smell the bananas in this mix because my bananas were so very ripe when I peeled them. Okay, Josh, and then in all of my baking recipes, I always sift my flour. I just like the way it makes a better texture in my baking recipes. So you don't have to sift the flour. I just choose to do that because I think it is better. Are you going to do this part or that part?
I do both.
Okay. Don't get it down in there. Yeah. You stir while I...
Mommy, no.
No, you got to get it in. Okay, chefs do not have bad attitudes.
And they have an attitude a lot.
Okay.
And really good cook.
Yes, you are a very good cook. Keep squeezing that flour in. Okay, how about you stir while I do this? Get it stirred in.
And really good.
Careful you don't spill it onto the table because now you have a pretty full bowl. Keep stirring.
And really good.
Okay, go ahead and stir. This is the hard part, getting all that flour mixed in so there's not any clumps of flour. So, Josh, I will take over for you for a minute. I hope you get that stirred in. Hold on a minute. Let me get what's here. There we go. Break up some of those clumps. You can even use an electric beater to mix in this. Okay, Josh, go ahead and get me some more flour in here. Keep it up so it doesn't get wet in the bottom. There we go. Very good.
Oh, great.
Just do it easy.
Will you rub it off, please?
I will in just a minute.
It's gonna dark again.
The flour can get out of control when you get the last of it in.
And let you do it.
No, you come on over. I'll get it wet. Once all the flour is wet, then it's easier to stir. You could only smell these bananas. It smells so good, doesn't it, Josh?
Yes, Mom.
And then as they cook, it's going to smell even more. Okay, Josh, you need to do the stirring because this bothers me a little bit. Stir it up really nice.
Now, last part of my bananas is the chocolate chip.
Well, we have to keep it stirred a little bit more because I know it needs more stirring. That I'm sure.
Check that phone.
He wants to know who's watching him. But it doesn't appear that anybody is right now. But that's okay. You'll catch up with us later. He needs to get a drink because he saw his mommy get one. So we got that dough, that flour, mixed into our bread dough pretty good. And it is supposed to be fluidy like this because that's what makes a nice moist banana bread. I do add extra bananas. The recipe only calls for 3 cups, but I add an extra cup, but I don't add any extra flour to make up for it because I do like a moist banana bread. Okay, Josh, get the open thing of chocolate chips. Don't put them in yet. I'm gonna use this to get out for my plain dough. This is for a couple pans of plain banana bread.
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, I usually get about 16 to 17 of these mini pans of bread because we like to give it away to neighbors and church people and maybe somebody who's been sick. Today I'm out of my aluminum pans. I need to get them at the store. So.
Next, Dad. Get it.
Okay, Josh, you can go ahead and put those chocolate chips in now. While I get this. Okay.
A new bag.
Yeah, we're going to need the other bag as well. We don't need this whisk anymore because we're going to use the stirrer. Papa says I got to stop banging the spoon on my dish. So Papa, I hope this sounds a little bit better to you.
Sure, scissors.
He always likes to taste a couple, so I allow him to do that. Stir those in.
I never eat Rick and Pat.
He's telling you our neighbor behind us name is Rick and Pat. And Rick has a sweet tooth, doesn't he, Josh?
Yes, he is.
So we might have to make one of these go over to Rick. He just had surgery about 5 or 6 weeks ago, a little bit before I did. But he's doing well, too. Hey, Josh. No, here, I'll hold it for you and you put it in. So we fill up our pans about 3/4 full. This is a bit messy part, so I'd rather let Josh let me help him. I don't want it all over the table. Let's see where we get with that. That's about good.
My mother is a little bit old.
Yeah, he says I'm a little bit old, and it's very difficult doing this with him and me together because he's a lefty and I'm a righty. So that's a little bit hard to manage.
His message is about,
Let me get it.
it's, I believe.
His Sunday message, Daddy's Sunday message is going to be, I still believe in God. He's been preaching a series about believing in God and trusting in God.
He's meant to follow.
Today's day and times, we need to really have our trust in God because that's what will give us the peace to get through what our life is like in America today. So Josh, we're going to take this. Hold on. I want you to wait while I clean up this measuring cup. And then we're going to just pour it in the pan.
I hope people is all now.
you need your oven to be set on 350, preheated to 350.
I have put back running today.
After our bacon show, Josh is going horseback riding
With my sister.
at his therapy. Hold it, buddy, hold it.
It's only me if it's going.
There we go. Now we have our banana bread ready to go in the oven. So we will put it in the oven for about 40 to 45 minutes, or until I use a little stick to check if the dough is done. So if it comes out clean, then I know it's done, unless it comes out with a chocolate chip.
Have a good day. See you next time.
Thank you for joining us on our cooking show. We'll see you the next time.